Good morning. The Coastal Protection Act is a bunch of crap. I'm going to repeat that. The Nova Scotia Coastal Protection Act is a bunch of crap. Nova Scotia is known as Canada's ocean playground. And you got these city slickers. Oh, they're professors or dock workers or something like that, and they're making $200,000 a year, and they go on strike because they want to make $250,000 a year. Hey, but they're a doctor, and they don't want to be bothered with sick people. They want to be specialists. They don't want to make $250,000 a year. They want to make $375,000, $400,000 a year as a specialist, doing one thing all day, which is not a very interesting life to do. What makes life so interesting is variety. Variety is the spice of life. Anyway, the Coastal Protection Act is a bunch of crap. I'm in Tracadanic County. I had a neighbor, Teddy Matty. He was a very good fellow. You can't say that of all his siblings, but he was exceptional, and his father, Jimmy Matty, was exceptional. And they did everything they could fucking do to fuck him up. Okay, as he developed his project, and eventually got developed and is doing very well now. Both of them. And they take, anyway, all the ones that won against it the most are doing the same thing. So when you get this Coastal Protection Act, you get a bunch of professors in Halifax, or doctors in Antigonish, or out at the harbour in their $1,000,000 homes, and they don't want a man growing muscles because he's going to make some money. Oh, look at that guy. He's going to make money. Oh, my goodness. Can't do that. So in Tracadie, everybody, pretty well, there's just one family left, and they'll cave too, is that criticized late Teddy Matty so much on his development. They do the same thing, and it's wonderful. I like to see development. But we go back to these green zones. I know somebody in Ontario there, not too far from Toronto, where their land should be worth a fortune, except there's a green belt, not a green zone, a green belt. It's happened, and so their land is not worth. It got to the point you can't learn a fruit tree business and roses and shrubs and big caliber trees in nursery. The land gets so expensive you can't. It's not viable to use it to grow nursery stock anymore. You can't take land that's worth, $250,000 an acre and grow little roses on it that's labor intensive, okay, or shrubs or perennials or whatever. It's just a fact. What does she do it? They're farmers. Well, they were farmers for 50, 60 years, but it's not viable now. We've had this happen in Greenwich, Port Williams, Annapolis Alley. Well, such and such family names had farms. They want to sell them and make lots now. Well, you can't raise chickens, 5 or 10,000 chickens on a piece of land. That could be, you could raise chickens, eggs for the next 50 years, not make the money somebody could pay you for land to develop apartments on it, and they want for their beloved university just over in Wolfville. And so I'm going back to this Coastal Protection Act is a bunch of crap. When people have worked in the woodlands or farmlands or whatever it is, pasture lands, and at some point in life get older and want to develop their land, let them do it. It's their land. They can do what they want with it. But this shit now, oh no, we don't want this. We don't want this developed. Owlhead, we don't want a golf course there. No, we don't want Mrs. So-and-so developing something down in Queens County. No, we don't want Teddy Matty and Tracker developing something. My God, he might make money! Just tell me to go buy the lot and build a house bigger than they have. Ooh. But the irony is that every family that was against it, exception of one, they'll cave yet, are doing the same thing themselves, which is wonderful. It's good to see development. Things change. But the whole genesis of my opposition to this Coastal Protection Act, when people work long and hard on their woodlots or farmland or pasture land, it's there. We still have in this country, despite Trudeau and the dirtbag communist United States were just thrown up by my hero, President Trump, and he's going to make America great again. Okay? It's people's private property, and they can do as they please with it. You cannot have the coastal elites in California or Oregon or Washington State or Massachusetts or Maine or Connecticut, or saying Connecticut, everyone Connecticut's an antique dealer or millionaire, or Delaware. Remember Crooked Sleepy Joe, the crime family, biggest crime family we had since the Kennedys in the White House. Anyway, that's a video for another day. Telling the people in the farming country and in coastal lands what they can do with their stuff. It's wrong. It's wrong. Once you put these restrictions in place, it's devastating. I would like to see these ones in the city that sell. I know somebody sold a wonderful fellow, him and his wife, late wife, sold a piece of property in Toronto by the subway, and they got 40 times for it what they'd paid for the house back in the 70s, and their home's going to be torn down, and it's going to be a multi-level apartment building, condominium sort of thing going on it, and it's near the subway, so that's fine. They're doing wonderful. But if you put a restriction in it, well, they wouldn't. They worked long and hard to buy that house when they first came here from Ireland, and his wife from another nation, and their kids, which are now adults, the family wouldn't have been. You can't put all these rules in place and have a free enterprise system. It's just wrong. It's wrong. And so I repeat, the Coastal Protection Act is a bunch of crap. It's wrong. As is these green belts. They're wrong. And with that, I got to go. I'm going to be late for church. And with that, I wish you all the best. God bless. Bye for now. And get out and vote in the provincial election on Tuesday.